Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Friday Gear Show. Today we're going to be looking at a new training product from Lattice, the Crimp and Pinch block. Lattice is a training and coaching company started by Ollie Tor and Tom Randall. And you may have seen recently I've completed the 12-week Lattice Lite program, but the Crimp and Pinch block wasn't part of that setup at that time. So I'm excited to use this more in the future. So what's the Crimp block used for? Well, it's fantastic for warming up your body, ready to climb. It's good at improving grip and finger strength. And of course, it can be used to rehabilitate injuries if you've got a niggly little thing going on. Now we're selling it for around €70 on the EpicTV shop, and it is flying off the shelves. So if you want to get one, do be quick, because during lockdown, training stuff just goes. When you buy it, you get the block itself, and we'll go through the features of that in a second, and these two cords attached to either end for weights. Okay, let's talk about the block itself. There is a large 40mm rounded jug, a 20mm standard lattice edge, and a larger 25mm positive edge. The block has a 95mm pinch at the top and a tricky to hold sloper. So a whole bunch of different crimps and sizes of edge are available. Now, of course, with any training product, you've got to be careful to avoid injury. I don't know about you, but personally, my pinch strength is terrible. If I was to shove a load of weights on this straight away and try to pick the thing up, I might get an injury. So be careful and build yourself up slowly. There's also other things to consider. For example, when you're hanging the weights off, make sure your feet aren't underneath the weights. I know it might sound obvious, but when you're straining to hold a pinch, it's easy to forget that those toes are down there. So move your feet away from the weight. And when you're picking up the thing itself, make sure you pick up using your knees. Don't just straight back bend and lift up, because you're going to end up on the floor in a crippled mess. Okay, let's go through some of the exercises. Attach the weight and be careful when initially lifting it. Keep your fingers on the line of the block and your thumb on the opposite line. We're looking to hold the maximum amount of weight you can using the wide pinch. Make sure you do an assessment first using the Lattice Crimped app. Pinch the block for 10 seconds with a 30-second rest before using the other hand. Complete 6 sets in total. Using the undercut edge, pick up the block and curl and uncurl the fingers. Always keep in control and watch your feet. Finger curls are a great way of using the block to improve your finger strength, rehab from an injury, or warm up. Use a fairly light weight as it's intense on your fingers. The pinch block allows lots of scope for creativity. Here we've rigged up a basic pulley and weight system. Attach the block to one end of the system and a weight to the other and pull down, keeping in control. Repeat the desired reps before swapping arms. So there you go, a few examples of some training exercises. And of course, there's more resources available online or on that Crimped app, so you're not going to run out of things to do with it. Personally, I think it's a brilliant little idea for a product, and it really works one of those weaknesses. That open-handed pinch is difficult for me, and I know it's difficult for a lot of climbers. With any kind of training product, you're investing in yourself as a climber. You're saying, I'm going to spend money and I will get better by the end of that. And at the moment, when we're on lockdown with not as much to do, you can buy something like this and really work on your weakness. Think how good those font slopers are going to feel when we all get out of here. So there you go. There's a link down below if you want to pick this up. And of course, let me know what you think in the comments below. I haven't had a huge amount of time to use this, but I'm very excited to get to grips, literally, with this new Lattice tool. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.